This is the voice of the Republic. Facts don't care about your feelings. Reality doesn't need your approval. No spin, no excuses, no lies. We break it down. We call it out. We say it straight. If it's true, you'll hear it here. If it's weak, we tear it apart. This is clarity. This is backbone. This is the voice of the Republic. And it starts now.
Welcome to the episode 2 of The Voice of the Republic. Basically, the news that we're going to break down today is the White House Correspondent Dinner, another assassination attempt, basically. So, there was another assassination attempt on Mr. President Donald J. Trump. And all the conspiracy theories, really, the more you open your eyes and the more you look into it, you realize a lot of people are not who they say they are. Like, let's say hypothetically, you have a friend who's like, oh man, I am completely right wing. I am alt-right. Oh man. When you look at it in reality, this is a statement I'm going to make, and this is the easiest statement to back up. The alt-right doesn't exist. The far right doesn't exist. The far right is not the horseshoe right. It's not the horseshoe right. The far right, without a doubt, the far right is the far left. All of their ideologies are the same. Israel and the Jews did everything. Let's look at the Charlie Kirk assassination before we move on to this. Charlie Kirk assassination. What did the left say? Jews and Israel did it. Erica Kirk did it. Turning Point USA did it. What did the alt-right say? The absolute same. What did Candace Owens say? The absolute same thing. There is no difference between them. They rarely talk about real issues. They rarely talk about abortions. They basically never talk about the Second Amendment and the First Amendment and fighting to protect our freedoms. They don't talk about it. They don't care about it. And they will never care about it. They're liars. They just lie. It's been proven time and time again. In this shooting attempt that happened at the Correspondents Dinner in the White House, it's a White House Correspondent Dinner. It happened in Washington, D.C. April 25th, 2026, obviously. Now, who is the guy that attempted to assassinate our president? Well, it is, to be exact, Cole Thomas Allen. So basically, this is the person. We can put the pictures on the screen off of the guy. He's basically the one that attempted to murder the President of the United States, the President of the free world. Why did he do this? First of all, he did have a clear motive. He called Trump a pedophile, a rapist, and he was extremely disrespectful. And also, just like the far left and the far right, which far right doesn't exist, it's basically just the left. Basically, he did the same thing, and he said Trump is a pedophile, Trump is a rapist. What evidence do I have? Fuck you! I don't need any evidence. We look into the shooting, and it's insane how one-sided this whole thing can be. It's genuinely just it's shocking that it can be this one-sided. So basically, we have the alt-right and the left and all of these people. Oh, I'm not political. All of them in this one chamber. And this chamber is blame Trump, blame Israel, blame Erica Kirk, blame everyone, blame the big donors. And then also we come to a realization that a lot of these alt-right or these far-right characters, they're communists, less socialists. And it doesn't really work out it doesn't work out well. It really doesn't, because you think about it and you're like, okay, well, you're right wing. Oh, yeah, I am. So you talk about gun rights. No. I don't care that much about guns. So you talk about the big problem with abortions happening globally. No, we don't talk about that. No, I don't talk about that. So you talk about geopolitics. Oh no, I don't talk about that. Oh, okay, well, he's right wing. What does he talk about? You talk about the economy. Oh yeah, I talk about the economy. What do you talk about it? Well, basically, from 2020 to 2024, I am not talking about the economy, but after 2024, I complain about the economy. Oh, okay, good. So you complain about the economy when you have a Republican president. Okay, that's really right wing. That's super duper right wing. The cost of living. Oh yeah, I talk about it now. I didn't talk about it before, cause like, yeah, even though before it was worse and now it's better, but still, man, now I talk about it. Oh, okay. You talk about geopolitics. Oh no, I don't talk about geopolitics. Well, I heard you talk about Israel. Oh no, I only talk about Israel. I only talk about Israel's. I only talk about Israel. That's the only. I don't do geopolitics. I do Israel politics. I only care about Israel. Why do you care about Israel? Oh well, I basically this is my motive. I grab Israel and I blame it for everything. And but do you have any evidence? Oh no, evidence. No, I'm just asking questions, tough guy. I'm just asking questions, tough guy. Okay. Okay, good politics. Good politics. Any facts? Any statistics? Talk about rape numbers in Europe. Do you talk about the black the crime statistics? No, oh no, okay, good. You don't talk about the FBI numbers, about gun statistics, about how many lives they save every year versus how many lives they take. Oh no, I don't talk about it. Okay, good. But you're right wing. You're not. You're lying. You're lying. So if your main source is Nick Fuentes, if your main source is, God forbid, Candace Owens, if that's your main source, I really don't believe there's any hope for you. Matter of fact, I would go as far as to say that if your main source is CNN, I would genuinely say, no joke, I would genuinely say that you're probably going to be in the right more than if your main source is Nick Fuentes / Candace Owens / any of these fake right-wingers. But basically, this whole event, it happened at the correspondent dinner. Shots were fired, obviously. We could hear that throughout the video. Also, we have the really low quality footage of the attempted a guy that attempted assassination of Donald Trump, of Cole Thomas Allen. We have footage of him running. It is horrible security, I have to say that, though. There is no conspiracy theories there. It's just bad security.
We're staying on top of some breaking developments. A man armed with a gun stormed the lobby outside the White House Correspondents' Dinner Saturday night. This right here that we're looking at is video showing him charging toward the ballroom in a chaotic encounter with Secret Service agents. And just hours ago, investigators identified the suspect as 31-year-old Cole Allen of Torrance, California. Officials say Allen was a guest at the Washington Hilton where this dinner was being held. He was taken into custody and is expected to be in court tomorrow. He faces charges including assaulting an officer with a dangerous weapon.
Then we go in, basically, during the incident, everybody was rushed out. And also the funny thing that we have is everybody was rushed out and everybody dropping down, tables flipping, all of this. And the only guy standing is Dana White. So Dana White made a pretty funny clip. So we are gonna play that right now. And yeah, it's super funny.
Inside, they started up. All of a sudden, it just started getting noisy. Tables getting flipped over, guys running in with guns, and they were screaming, "Get down!" I didn't get down. It was awesome. I literally took every minute of it in, and it was a pretty crazy, unique experience.
So you were on the aisle. What exactly?
I was sitting. We were sitting right in front of the table.
Okay.
Right in front of where the president was.
Yes. And what exactly happened? So someone got tackled, or like what?
Nobody got tackled, but guys came in looking for shooters, and they came toward our table. I thought the shooter was over by us or something.
So after that clip, after Dana White being Dana White, I'm surprised he didn't talk about John Jones. Basically, the guy was armed with a shotgun, handgun, and a knife. Knives, actually. Now, it's one security guard was unfortunately shot. He did survive though, thanks to a bulletproof vest. So that is phenomenal news. Of course, this is a tragedy. No matter do we have any people dead, it's still a tragedy because this stuff should not be happening, and we really need to work on the security because this is just insane. I'm sorry, you should not feel safe doing this. He should be shot immediately. A guy sprinting with a weapon going towards where the president, the vice president, and all of these powerful leaders are. I mean, it's insane that this guy wasn't just shot immediately. But besides that, we had around 2,000 people that attended this event, and also Levitt. Get this, we're gonna play the clip and we're gonna let you know what we think about this clip.
And you are, as you know, this man is ready to rumble, is he not?
He is ready to rumble.
Uh-huh.
I will tell you, this speech tonight will be classic Donald J. Trump. It'll be funny, it'll be entertaining. There will be some shots fired tonight in the room. So everyone should tune in. It's going to be really great. I'm looking forward to hearing it.
So yeah, God forbid you say something. There's so many conspiracy theories about this whole event. First of all, we saw Erica Kirk doing something like this, scratching herself. We can also play a clip of that.
$14.8 million plays. Is it possible that she was scratching her fucking chin?
Yeah, I mean, I never do this. Yeah, you never scratch yourself. It must be saying shots fired. There's gonna be shots fired. Saying that, I am sorry. Saying that and saying, oh yeah, this was planned, this was rigged, this was completely planned. First of all, hypothetically, for the sake of the argument, let's say that it was rigged. Would you go out on live television saying that? Oh yeah, dude, shots, there's gonna be shots fired. There's gonna be shots fired. You wouldn't say that. First of all. Second of all, saying that there's gonna be some shots fired and talking about Trump's speech that he had planned. You know what that means. What does Trump do every time he has a speech? He roasts someone. So if Trump roasts someone, that means that, dude, he shoots his shot and he annihilates, I don't know. I'm just gonna go Sleepy Joe, Kamala Harris, Pete Buttigieg, anyone. And but no, it cannot mean that saying there's gonna be shots fired. Nah, man, then, that must mean that, we're gonna say that there's gonna be an assassination attempt, and then later we're gonna need to defend why we said that. It makes no sense. These conspiracy theories are stupid. I'm sorry, scratching your head, or just existing like a normal human, sitting and scratching your head, that means that there's gonna be assassination attempt. This is insane. There's nothing to this. There's nothing to talk about here. There's nothing besides the shooter being a radical left-winger from California. So instead of talking about conspiracy theories, which time and time again are proven to be false nonsense, let's talk about Cole Thomas Allen. So he's a 30-year-old man from California. He's a teacher. It is, the statistics that show that teachers overwhelmingly are left-wing liberals. This just proves that, of course, this does not mean that there's no conservative teachers, but it is highly a left-wing dominated space, no questions asked. I would say globally, I wouldn't say just for the United States. But this is a fortunate event, and thanks God to the security, which could be better, and the whole thing could be prevented. But again, we should not blame the security. The guy is obviously in the wrong. He's obviously in the wrong. Thomas Allen is obviously in the wrong. Besides his motives, saying that Trump is a racist and a pedophile. Yeah, I'm sick of this, right? A racist and a pedophile. How is he not a racist, but a rapist and a pedophile? Well, how is he a rapist or a pedophile? Oh, I don't know. He's a rapist and a pedophile. He went to the Epstein Island when he was the only guy that they weren't able to blackmail. But yeah, we're gonna ignore all of that. We're just gonna focus on calling him something, because the X is a poison ground. X is a platform filled with poison. Obviously, I prefer X over Twitter. Obviously. Now we have free speech. Now we have genuinely just free speech. That's phenomenal. That's beautiful. But again, there's a lot of conspiracy theories that are completely, they're just false. They're false. They're conspiracy theories for a reason. And instead of conspiracy theories, how about we focus on facts and statistics? That's a bit more important, if you ask me. But there's nothing else to this besides this guy accused Trump of being a rapist and a pedophile. Evidence none. This guy was a lefty. This guy was a lefty teacher. He was indoctrinating your kids, and now he wanted to take a guy out because he disagrees with his views. This shows you the difference between the left and the right. And every single time you hear the alt-right, you hear the far right say something, I want you to do this one thing. Every single time you see the far right say something, and then please, oh please compare them to the far left. And you will realize this crazy eye-opening thing. There is zero difference. None. There's no difference. What is it? All of these far-right guys, they idealize, they just worship Hitler. They worship Hitler. They acknowledge Stalin. How is that? Oh wait, they're socialists. Oh yeah, they're socialists. Oh, what does left love more than anything? Socialism. Oh really? Nick Fuentes said that he doesn't feel safe when everyone around him has a right to owning a gun. Really far right, right? Really far right. A guy that says that it's unsafe for everyone to have a gun. Interesting. Just ignoring the FBI crime statistics. And, just anytime you think that the far right is right, just know they're not. And if you don't trust me, do this simple thing. Compare the far right to the far left. And you're going to come to a conclusion that they're much, much closer. So much closer than you think. They're almost twins. They're almost siblings. There's no difference. It is a rotten apple that fell from the same tree. Do not fall for their agenda. When news breaks out, research it yourself. Thomas Allen, was nothing than a far right. Far right, far left, there's no difference. You could say that he's far right. Well, you could say that Thomas is a far right character. How? Left, I love socialism. Far right, I love socialism. Far right, nah, fuck abortion, let's not talk about it. Gun rights, nah, man, I actually don't feel safe when I'm around guns. Quoting Nick Fuentes here. He could be also far right, but he's not. He's far left because the far right doesn't exist. It is basically just the far left. Far right is the far left. There is no alt-right. Nick Fuentes is a lefty. Nick Fuentes, Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson, as I love to call him, he is a lefty. There's no difference between him and a lefty. They're the same. How dare you disrespect Islam? He said to Donald Trump. Wait, I thought we were in a war against Islam. I thought a religion that denies crucifixion and resurrection of Jesus Christ is in the wrong. Oh, of course you say that, you stupid evangelical Zionist. Of course you say that. Well, hold on a minute. Judaism and Christianity are from the same root. Islam is from a whole other root. But still, Jews deny Jesus. Well, yes, you're right. That's a big difference between Jews and Christians. Jews don't believe that their Messiah came yet. Oh, well, still, Jews hate Christians. Well, they don't. Well, I saw on this TikTok that they say that Jesus is burning in feces. Oh, well, why didn't Nick Fuentes say that? Why didn't any of these far-right characters say that? Oh, because it's not true. Oh, did you read the Torah? Did you read the Talmud? Oh, you didn't. Oh, what does TikTok tell you about Talmud? It's scriptures, you're right. They don't tell you the part where they say it's rabbis debating. And almost everything that's common sense, Jews agree on. And everything that's outrageous, Jews deny. Crazy, yeah. Yeah, man, it's insane. And for every single one that, every single person that speaks negatively of Judaism, I just want them and speak positively about Islam. And of course, this is happening highly in the Catholic group, especially with the new Pope Leo, who is, once again, we got a globalist Pope who, he's not the leader of my church because I don't believe in the Vatican and I don't believe in submitting to Rome. I only believe in submitting to Jesus. And if you say that, well, yeah, you don't love Pope, the original Christians were Catholics, that's factually and historically and biblically incorrect. And besides that, not just that, also, I'm not Catholic because I don't worship the devil. I worship Jesus Christ. I have nothing against Catholics. I'm an ex-Catholic. I have a lot of great Catholic family members and I have a lot of great Catholic friends. And I'm not going to disrespect them, but I am going to say that some books shouldn't be in the Bible. And I'm also going to say to them that Pope is not the leader of the church. It's Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ didn't give any power to the Pope. And if I want to listen to a globalist, communist, just anti-freedom, pro-Islamic propaganda, I don't have to turn on CNN. I can simply just look up Pope Leo, or I can look up Pope Francis and I can listen to them. But I'm not going to do that, since I believe in free speech and I believe in liberty and I believe in the Bible, the real Bible with 66 books. That's a whole topic for another day. I have nothing against Catholics. I just don't believe in the Vatican and the papacy. Also, Mariology is a bit questionable, definitely, because that's a story for another day. This is a tragic thing that happened with Thomas, who is obviously an animal. And please don't fall for this propaganda. Please do your own research. Please. We don't have any extreme information yet. We have information, as I said already. We have all the information I can give you. I can tell you he's 31. I can tell you that he's from California. And I can tell you that he was indoctrinating your children because he was a teacher. Also, I can tell you that he called Trump a rapist and a pedophile without any evidence, obviously, as a classic lefty does. Because if I accuse someone, I'm going to make sure there's evidence. If I accuse someone, I'm going to make sure there is statistics and facts to back up my claim. But unfortunately, because he's a lefty, he doesn't have to do that, and people are going to take him seriously. And we have many clips that I'm not going to play because we're not going to give any attention to people like that. I saw you the clip of saying shots fired, there's gonna be shots fired, saying that Trump is gonna shoot his shot and probably disrespect a few people, but obviously that was taken out of context. Again, we have Erica Kirk scratching her head basically, and people taking that and saying this is the evidence. Yeah, man, it's Erica Kirk all over again. It's Erica Kirk all over again. God forbid you do this. God forbid you do anything with your hand. Immediately, you're a Mossad agent, you work for Israel, and all of a sudden, you're the Antichrist. But yeah, we cannot expect anything else from these lefties. I also want to say, we're not going to play any clips of people disrespecting Erica Kirk. Obviously, we're not going to give those people attention. We're not going to play any clips of people disrespecting Charlie Kirk. We can do that maybe a bit later and organize a canceling show, basically, where we play clips from people disrespecting Erica Kirk and disrespecting Charlie Kirk's death and mocking a widow, that watched her husband die a brutal death. And yeah, we're not gonna play those clips now, but we could organize a little show where we can basically make like a whole folder of every single person that made fun out of Charlie Kirk and Erica Kirk, and we can basically make sure they get canceled, and we can make not canceled. Oh, you're canceling them again? No, I'm not. I'm not canceling them. They have the freedom of speech to say whatever they want, no questions asked. People that disrespect Erica Kirk and Charlie Kirk have the freedom to say whatever they want. And matter of fact, I support them. You have a right to say whatever you want. You can make fun out of Charlie Kirk. You can put pictures disrespecting Charlie Kirk. But again, I have a right to find your real name and say, hey, employer, you employed this guy. Can you look at this video? Oh, that's disgusting. We're going to fire him. But again, that also happened. A lot of people did do that. Like Steven Crowder and a lot of other right-wing political commentators did that. Thanks God, because these people are animals. And when you think that, oh man, we're all one nation. We're all humans, no matter where we live, no matter what race. And then you see people like this making fun and basically celebrating a death of a man, celebrating a new widow, celebrating another Trump assassination attempt. Every time you see that, you realize that, oh yeah, there's nothing to talk with these people. There's nothing to talk with these people, cause an animal kills to eat. These people watch somebody else kill and then they celebrate the death of a person that didn't deserve it and did nothing wrong besides spreading freedom and liberty and fighting for justice. But that is it for today's episode of The Voice of the Republic. I hope you enjoyed it. We gave you as much news as we have, because this still is a new thing, and we will not be the Candace Owens of the internet, and we're not going to say Erica Kirk did this, and we're not going to say Jews did that. Why? Because they didn't do that. That is verifiable. And second of all, we're not going to give you any fake information and then prey on you just gobbling that slop and spreading it around, because that is obviously lies, that's bogus, that is nonsense. And we're going to make sure to give you valid information as much as we can, valid facts, valid statistics that you guys can fact check yourself, like in the last episode when we gave you the rape statistics, which are easy to look up. And we're extremely grateful. If you're watching this episode, thank you for it. This is episode 2. There's many more to come, and this show will not die. No matter do we have 0 viewers for a whole year or for 5 years, this show will not stop. And I'm going to make sure to do whatever it takes to grow this show. And I'm never ever going to quit, because I'm not doing this just because I love it. I genuinely believe this is a purpose that I have in life. And I know it sounds ludicrous to say that everybody's born with a purpose, and sometimes when you have this this born again experience, that maybe Jesus gives you a little hint, but I genuinely believe that this is why I'm on this earth and that I'm built to do this. Obviously, I want nothing but success for absolutely everyone else, including my enemies and including your enemies. But we're not going to give you lies. We're not going to give you fake statistics. We're not going to give you fake facts. And we're not going to blame innocent people for something that's not their fault. But again, if you want to listen to slop, there's plenty of Candace Owens on this internet. You can watch them. Until next time, this was the Voice of the Republic. Thank you for watching the episode 2 about the another assassination attempt on Donald Trump's life and probably J.D. Vance's life. There is going to be no goy slop here, as they say. It's going to be only facts and valid statistics, nothing else. Thank you for watching the Voice of the Republic.